Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of FebYouary. FebYouary and February. Today it is not as cold outside, so I'm out here and it is just starting to snow, which is so pretty. It's pretty. So for day 2 of FebYouary, we are going to be working with the Dragonfly Dreams stamp set today. And I am going to do a 3x3 card with it for you, and then a matching envelope to go with it as well. So without further ado, let's go inside and get started on this, okay? Thanks. All right, everyone, here we are. And as I said, we are going to work with the Dragonfly Dreams stamp set, okay? So if you didn't see my video where I used it last week, this is what they all look like. It's 2-step stampin' and 3-step stampin' actually. But we are going to be using this little bee today, okay? It's got some sayings with it that are also awesome. But we are going to use the bee. Okay, so let me move that out of the way. Okay, so we are going to start. I feel like there's something sticky on my paper, sorry. We're going to use the basic black archival stamp pad to stamp with. And I'm going to start with a piece of Whisper White. Now this piece is cut at 1.5 inches. I'm sorry, 1.25 inches by 2.25. 1.25 by 2.25. Let me just make sure that it's 2.25. Yeah, 2.25. Okay, sorry. 1.25 by 2.25. So we're going to take our basic black and we're just going to stamp our little guy. I'm going to ink him up really nice. I should say ink her up because all bumblebees, all the drones are female. And I'm just going to hold it on there for just a second to make sure it absorbs. The basic black is archival, so it does take a little bit longer to absorb and dry, but oh, that looks perfect. Okay, and we're going to set that aside. That's actually all the stamping we're going to do on this card, okay? While that's aside and drying, I'm going to move it out of the way. We are going to use our envelope punch board, which you guys knew I like. Okay, so the card we're making is a 3x3 card. So I have a piece of Tip Top Taupe from the 2015-2017 Designer Series paper stack. Now we are making, let me show you, we're making a 3x3 card. So I have cut this at 5.25 by 5.25. And I'm gonna make my first score line at 2 5/8, okay? So I'm gonna put this on here. And then on the top, we line this up at 2 5/8. And the first thing you do is you punch it. And then you take your scoring tool that came with it and score along this little line down here. But I like to start at the top. I just kind of, if you kind of run it over the paper and push down a little bit, you'll find the scoring line really easily. So now we've got a cutout on it and our scoring line. And we'll just line up. Now we line up by this line every time, okay? There, and score it. Okay. And yeah, sometimes it's hard to see your line. It can be a little difficult. You might have to feel it to make sure you line it up right. It's easier for me when it goes perpendicular to the stripes. And I'm doing this side because I want the stripes to be on the inside of my card. So I'm lining it up so that they are. Okay. I want to do the scores so that they'll fold in that direction. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this bad boy around. Pull these out because I don't need them anymore. And I'm going to round the corners. You don't have to round the corners, but there is this option. I like the way the rounded corners look better than the square corners. It's my humble opinion. And if you've been watching me for a while, you've seen my envelope punch board video. And you know that I love this thing. Okay. So that is done. I'm just going to put this back in here. So it has a spot for it right here for you that it keeps it so you don't lose it. Move that out of the way. Now I'm going to take my envelope and fold all my sides in. And then just figure out how you want to line it up. Yeah. I like so the bottom part lines up with more. Okay. Oops. Flip open. Okay, we're going to use our snail adhesive. And just put a little bit on that corner first. Attach those together. I'm going to take this one. Do that. And that. Okay. And fold that over and stick it. So now we have our little envelope for our card. We're going to continue on with our card. You're going to need a bone folder, and we are using a piece of crushed curry, and this piece is 3 inches by 6 inches to make a standard 3x3 card. So I'm just going to fold this in half. And sometimes for me, lining up when I fold in half is the difficult part. One of these days when I get the Stampin' Up! Cutter, I will be scoring these before I do them. Okay, so now this is cut in half, so now it's 3 inches by 3 inches. Here's another piece of our tip top taupe, so this is going to match the envelope. That is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. I'm just going to take my snail again and put a couple strips on the back and line this up in the center of my crushed curry. Okay, now we're going to take our little bee who's been sitting over here drying for a little while. He's a little bee guy. Girl. And put some snail on the back of her. And put her on there like that. Now this could be the end of the card, but we're going to bling it up. To what I call jam it up. With the Wink of Stella. Oops. Wink of Stella, and this is the gold Wink of Stella. Okay. This is kind of like a paint pen. If you've ever bought a paint pen, so you can shake it up. It's got a little thing inside of it. But this one is gold, and there is a clear one as well that looks really iridescent. So I'm actually going to take the Wink of Stella, and I'm going to color my bee and the wings in with that. And the first time you get it, you're going to squeeze it a little to get the paint flowing out of the tip. But after that, you don't have to squeeze it all the time, just every once in a while. If you use it a lot, you're going to have to squeeze it more, obviously. I just shake it up to make sure that if I have to squeeze it, that it's all shaken up. Now what this does is, yes, it's coloring it gold, but it's like a gold sparkle. Okay, so let me finish coloring that in, and I'll show you it up close. So, I don't know, can you see the sparkles? Or if I turn it sideways, you can kind of see the sparkles, especially on the body. But it's really hard to show how pretty Wink of Stella is up close. And that's still kind of wet. Let me show you one that's dry. And it may look better. You might be able to see better. There, you can see, can you see the sparkles on that? Once it's dry, you can see right where I colored how it's sparkly. All right, so this is our card today and our matching envelope. And I've told you this before too, but every time I make the 3x3, I always make 3 of them because that's how many you get out of an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. Okay, if you're doing 12 by 12, you can get 8 out of a 12 by 12. So if you buy any of the 12 by 12 paper, that would be really good for 3x3 cards. Why is this sticking? It's sticking to that. I don't know why. There's no adhesive sticking out. That's weird. All right. So anyway, that's our card today. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure if you liked the video to give them a big thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber and you'd like to be, go ahead and hit the red subscribe button, which should be over here. And make sure you find me on thejamandstamper.com for my blog. And any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them in the comments box. I love hearing your comments and answering your questions. All right, you guys, have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.